good battle in the AFC. It's the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals fans, please welcome your 2025
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with design runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
2nd and 10. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. He'll pick up a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Fields now to throw on first down. Catch made, right side by Wilson. He's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Making the read, this is Fields. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the run, here's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Second down, it's Fields. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down. So we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Ball is into the end zone. Touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
Jets 7, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him up.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Flacco. Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Flacco to throw. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of a first down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Deep for the Jets is Isaiah Davis. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Jets offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They give to Hall. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Now he takes off. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
17 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Give up the middle with Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Fields now. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now he's got 3rd down coming up.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Fields gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he will score! Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
That's complete. It's Yoshiba. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
They bring Chase in motion. To the right side here, pass is caught. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's Brown. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We are through one. The Jets have the advantage. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down. Tight end on the move left. Now Flacco. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Flacco to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it will wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to.
And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Bengals 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The drive begins with a run, and it's hard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Fields now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up get back in the huddle and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Out to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now a second down throw for Fields. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Fields from the gun on third down. The open man is Wilson. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Jets first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On second down, a run with Hall. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Back to throw is Fields. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he's in! Garrett Wilson. Touchdown,
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Folk now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets will take a 21-7 lead.
Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's into the hands of Yosivas. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Short one there to his tight end there. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up. They motion a receiver right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Davis to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, here's Hall. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. He's got right to Wilson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That time, they got the veteran John Simpson.
Still first down.
Now, Fields. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stopped with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Catch made there. That's Smith. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
New York.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Fields. Off he goes. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Bengals offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Oz drawing some oohs and ahs in the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Andre Yosibach was the intended receiver. It's second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's done it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. 23 yards on that pass play. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
Throwing, Flacco. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They bring their tight end right. A carry here for Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Flacco. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Benet Wanwu now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. It's first down, and it's Paul. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Play action now for Fields. Down the field, he's got his receiver, Lazard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
And while it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point, they finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. And the Jets have a first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A first down throw for Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Looks like a design run here with Fields. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. There he goes again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Hall. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Fields. He'll try to run for it. And he's got another one. Preston Fields. Touchdown, New York. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think your quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. But 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
35. Bengals 10.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The tight end Fant in motion. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Flacco to throw. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Now Flacco. They'll try to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Aaron harder that time. There to make the play.
It's second and 8.
From the 41, here's second and 8. On the option, here's Hall. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain. Here's third and 7. To throw is Fields. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Jets first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jets.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
They'll run. This is Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Trey Hendrickson on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields now on second down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Fields. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This from an even 50 yards out. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets add on to their lead.
38.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. Here's Flacco to throw. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Send a man in motion right. To throw is Flacco. Short one there to his tight end, Fant. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Motion, motion, motion.
Here's Flacco. That's complete. It's Yosibach. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The tight end Fant in motion. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
That's good.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he overshot his man out of the end zone. That one's incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Brown diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. It's a touchdown. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bengals are able to edge a bit closer.
Bengals 17.
after the TD. On is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 14 on that hookup. And the Jets have a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
First down, New York.
And this is an area of the game where Justin Fields really excels. His ability to not only improvise, but also be used as a designed runner. And in this case, that's exactly what this offense does, and he picks up a nice game.
They give to Hall, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Now it's going to be third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Fields from the gun on third down. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Flacco. That's into the hands of Yosifov. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. You just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Throwing, Flacco. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 10 yards on the hook up there, and the Bengals going to have a first down. He'll look to throw. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Back to the air one more time. This one complete to Higgins. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Quickly into the hands of Chase. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. That is Andre Cisco in from his safety spot to record the sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Flacco to throw. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he'll take this one in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bengals are able to cut into the deficit.
Bengals 24.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Fields going to hang on to this one. Oh! And it will finally be taken down at the Jets' 8-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he will get into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Folk now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. Now Flacco. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of
14 yards on that pass play there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Moving to his right. He runs with it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pass caught left side by Fant. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll look to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up second and goal.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his big tight end. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to edge a bit closer.
Bengals 31.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They will run it over center with Hall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. On first down, they go right back to Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll go again with Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Folks' kick is good. And the Jets will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
There's Fant open right side. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down. They bring Chase in motion. Here's Flacco. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved, and keeps the offense on the field.
Here we go. One final play. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA.